Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, David Alaba, one of the most versatile players out there. He's just got so much positional awareness and intelligence. He can basically do a job anywhere on this pitch. He's got fabulous technique too, especially with his delivery in and around the area. He'll be eyeing up any set plays the opposition concede in that defensive third.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And here's Dani Olmo. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, that is one way to stop him. And here's Messi. Dani Olmo. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Good read, needed to be. Pinches it off him. Cafu. Works it forward. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. Thuram. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Robson. Ball played for Rijkaard. And it's Ronaldinho. Great ball, and Robson! He's... Goal! France! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out.
And Hullet! It's wide, but only just.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Kukçu is always looking to break lines. Conte aimed beyond the defence. Maldini. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Kukçu. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Rijkaard. And it's Ronaldinho. Ronald takes a shot! It's in! Again! In a trice! And they are soaring!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Maldini. Cannavaro. And it's Ronaldinho. And De Ligt. Hullet. And that's gone... Oh, what has happened here? And the shot! And again! Rijkaard. Pass somewhat off target.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
De Ligt. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Maldini. De Ligt. And it's Cannavaro. Maldini. Turns back here, probably the best option. Robson. Cafu. Here's Cannavaro. Maldini. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. De Ligt. Cannavaro. Maldini. De Ligt is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Cannavaro. Maldini. Not the most convincing of passes. And it's Rijkaard. Ronaldinho, given the lift of his goal. That's Cannavaro. Maldini. Robson. Can he get on the end of this?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And a header! And it's in! Dani Olmo. And it's Olmo. And he's forced to go back. Now it's Cruyff. And the referee has blown for half-time. So your views on the first half?
France really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
France looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. So we're off again. De Ligt. Maldini. Cannavaro. Maldini. Cannavaro. Robson is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. De Ligt. Cannavaro. Maldini. Cannavaro opts for safety. Passes coming off in quick succession here. De Ligt. Cannavaro. Maldini. It's Ronaldinho. And it's Gullit. Some really good ball movement. Gullit. Now it's Ronaldinho. Now Robson. Robson! Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Big chance! He's got a goal! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? De Ligt. And it's Rijkaard. Maldini. And it's Cannavaro. And De Ligt. Ronaldinho. He's had it taken off him. Rijkaard. Dani Olmo. Cruyff. Kirkchu. And he's been shifted off it. There's a beautiful simplicity about... Tries from distance. Cannavaro. And De Ligt. Rijkaard. Cafu. Rijkaard. Cannavaro. Rijkaard. Cannavaro. And it's Rijkaard. De Ligt. Cafu. And they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Cannavaro. Cafu. And it's Gullit. Into the last quarter of an hour. Neymar scooting forward. And it's Ronaldinho. Cafu. That's Rijkaard. And it's Rijkaard. To Maldini. This is a promising build-up. Ronaldinho. Robson. Now Robson. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Cruyff proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
That could spell trouble. And he's had it nicked away. Thuram. Rijkaard. Cafu. So just one extra minute for stoppages. So that's it. It is all over. France are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Gullit claiming the Man of the Match award. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
What's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Ronaldinho. Now Robson. Rijkaard. No, he's not getting past him there. Diaz. Brterror makes the interception. Brterror makes a move down the right. In towards the back stick. Oh, that pass isn't the best. This looks promising.
Drogba really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Not the most accurate pass. Oh, good spread. Yamal going face to face with his great rival.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better pick.
Oh, a gilt-edge, and Shevchenko! Goal, France! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So, a breakthrough already. And it's Neymar. And a chance! And there's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, easy pickings there. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Hullet is the team's great visionary. Rijkaard. Neymar has the space to scheme. Oh, super ball. Here's Totti. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Robson. And he's played it back. And this is Shevchenko. Neymar. And it's Timber. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Ronaldinho. Over to the right flank. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Robson. Diaz. De Ligt cuts it out. Neymar. Yamal. Totti. Rijkaard. Now it's Drogba. He's in plenty of space here. And it's Rijkaard. And he's in on goal. He'll try from distance. It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
That's destined for the flank. Robson. De Ligt. That's Rijkaard.
Pretty robust defending.
Well, that has not gone well. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And he cuts out the supply. Rijkaard. Threads one in. Caught offside that time. Rijkaard. Neymar. That is good progress on the left. Neymar, rapid and full of intent. Neymar! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
And that signals the end of the first period. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. France get the ball rolling for the second period. Ronaldinho looking to be a menace in the final third. And he was quick to react. Rijkaard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Ronaldinho. Played out to the left flank. Now Robson. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Nicely spread. Yamal. Yamal carries the ball down the right. Drogba. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And this is Shevchenko. Totti, distributed tidily. Yamal has it in a wide position. Oh, good take in a good area. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Yamal. And it's Rijkaard. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And it's Ronaldinho. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Robson. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Gets a good foot in there. Drogba. Totti.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Now it's Totti. Yamal. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Ronaldinho. Now it's Neymar. Rijkaard. Pull it. And here's Ronaldinho. Now it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Ball played for Rijkaard. Bout of passing here, really. Decent chance! Shevchenko! This guy is class! He's got himself an absolute peach. And again they hit the front.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And it's Ronaldinho. Rijkaard. Tries to play it through. And this is Ronaldinho. Oh, well played, well played. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Maldini. Rijkaard. Just about up to 75 minutes. Ronaldinho. Robson. And it's Hullet.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
The less said about that pass, the better.
Substituição em andamento.
He leaps for it! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
France with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. He's under a lot of pressure there. He's got away. And Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? Deftly away. Looking to play him in. Neymar. And here's Haaland. Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Son Heung-min. France close now to seeing this one through to the end. Ambrosini looking to pass their way up the pitch. Son Heung-min.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
It's anyone's ball now. And the counter is on. Now it's Haaland. It's a really well-measured ball. And that was asking for too much. That's really well cleared. And that is that. France proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Your reflections then, Jim?
France clearly came into this match with a good game plan, one designed to capitalise on an obvious weakness. They'd identified that and never really let go.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. There is the live figure of Ed Nielsen.
Well, I think it's his athleticism that's helped him pioneer that style of playing out from the back, probably before the term even existed, Peter. He'll have a massive part to play in ensuring this team keeps its shape.
In what way?
Well, he'll effectively switch between centre-back and defensive midfielder, constantly sniffing out danger, but it's his ability to turn creator when he wins the ball back which makes him so key.
Yeah, he's got the lot, hasn't he? No wonder his team, and indeed his national team, have been so successful with him in the side.
Spot on.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Goes looking wide. Neymar's cross.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Hazard. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. France appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. Now, can they get him away? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Hazard. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Alvarez. This is a promising build-up, and it's Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Now it's Shevchenko, and he was quick to react. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Nicely shaped ball. Cafu. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Ronaldinho. There he goes, motoring forward. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's having a pop!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Ajax clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Hullet. And that's gone loose. And it's Hullet. And Hullet! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Now it's Shevchenko, looking to play him in. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Alvarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Cannavaro. Neymar. Robson is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Bernardo Silva. And he's intervened well there. Robson, pass somewhat off target. Bernardo Silva.
Oh, really well played.
That is ended up in no man's land. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Ronaldinho. And once more he proves rigid and robust. And it's Hullet. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. De Ligt kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Neymar. And it's Rijkaard. Ronaldinho. Now Neymar. Robson. And it's Gullit. And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Oh, that pass isn't the best. That's the end of the first 45. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Changement.
Down to business again.
France clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Cafu. Now it's Haaland. Ronaldinho. Well, that has not gone well. Hazard knocks it out wide. He's picked his way through.
Ajax clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
And it's Hazard. And here's Haaland. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Neymar. Passing is crisp and sharp. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's going for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Impressive jump! Has another go! Ajax have the chance to go the other way. And it's Lopez. Now it's Lopez. Fermin going face-to-face with his great rival. Maldini. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. De Ligt is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Ronaldinho. Rijkaard. Now Robson. Shevchenko purring through the gears. Hazard. Zanetti. And it's Hazard. He has found the way through. Good pressure, determined, intense. Hazard cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nice physical challenge. Now it's Hullet. Ronaldinho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And Shevchenko! They want to be quick to recover this.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And it's Rijkaard. Robson. And this is Hullet. Pinches it off him. Ronaldinho. Oh, he's having a go!
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
And it's Hullet. Ronaldinho. And here's Shevchenko. And the finish! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Ronaldinho deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Played back. Robson, steaming on goalwards.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And it's Ronaldinho. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And here's Hullet. No breakthrough, and we are into time added on. That's a lovely, neat pass. Shevchenko! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
France really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue. Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
They've played it short. And here's Bale. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
France certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle.
We've not seen too many players better than Gilberto Silva at what he does, Peter.
Yeah, terrific shield for the defence, isn't he? He just seemed to always be there without especially being noticed.
Yeah, that's very true. One of the most understated players in the side due to his harrying and winning the ball back. Jobs not always appreciated, but have to be done.
Yeah, a shining example for anyone who aspires to play in his sort of position. He's having a shot! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And this is Hullet. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Hullet. In with the challenge. Now it's Del Piero. Great defending, strong and determined. Turns back here, probably the best option. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Cannavaro has a look and plays it forward. Iniesta. Iniesta! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Ronaldinho. That's good play. Little pass back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. A probing pass, and that has been cut short. Maldini. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And it's Hullet. Iniesta. Yamal. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nice looking ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for options for movement. Another pass just keeps it ticking over, and he's quick to return it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Shevchenko. Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And the shot! Cannavaro clears without hesitation. Iniesta. Robson is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Now it's Hullet. Threads one in. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Rijkaard. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Neymar. Ronaldinho. And here's Shevchenko. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Del Piero. And they can counter here. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Cannavaro. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Now Robson. Iniesta. Del Piero. And it's Hullet. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho. There he goes, motoring, and he shoots! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Cannavaro clears it away. Nicely aimed pass.
Hullet really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Davids, he is through here, and it's played. He's rising. Maldini. Ronaldinho. Well read, nice interception. Davids has created one goal already. Well, that is one way to stop him. And here's Del Piero, and Del Piero! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
France are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. So once again, we're underway. Stood up well to him there.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Out towards the flank. Bullet! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Rijkaard, and that's gone loose. Maldini, and it's Neymar. Hullet. Now Robson. Ronaldinho. Takes a shot! Marvellous goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
France with the lead. Rijkaard.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Iniesta gets a foot in here, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Hullet. He's in, must be! Oh, shooting chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And this is Shevchenko. Tries to pass it through. Oh no, this does not look good. Great chance! And he's stuck it away. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That was easy, almost too easy.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
And yes, it's him again. And Shevchenko! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Hullet. Iniesta. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Hullet. Hullet going face-to-face with his great rival. Neymar. Rijkaard. Pinches it off him. Ronaldinho. Robson. And it's Rijkaard. And it's Rijkaard. Now it's Hullet. And it's Iniesta. He's through here. Look at... Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And the finish! And it's in. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 19.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Barcelona cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Rijkaard. Ambrosini. Passing is crisp and sharp. Son Heung-min. Chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Strokes it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Not the most accurate pass. Hullet. Spread it left. And it's Rijkaard. That's Maldini. Rijkaard. That's a good ball. Tries a shot! And yes, it's there!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it...
Oh, what a mistake! Messi picked out... There's the shot! Oh, good finish! And what a climax we have here! And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Barcelona give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. And it's Ambrosini. Rijkaard. Mbappe. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Barcelona with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. hands on deck for this one.
Ronaldinho. Le numéro 6. Fabio Cannavaro. À leur place, le numéro 14. Drogba. Le numéro 20. Messi. Le numéro 4.
This could be their final throw of the dice. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Neymar with the short one. Beckenbauer, he shifted it to the flank. Cross to the back post. And he's there to clear it. And we're done. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win.